Well, we're certainly living in interesting real estate times. I'm pleased to be joined by Carey Pifer of Southeastern Residential. How are you today?
Great. Thanks for having us.
Oh, wonderful. Well, it's always interesting for me when I have someone from the real estate market come in to ask, is it a seller's market now or a buyer's market as we sit around May 2023?
It's still a seller's market. We still need people to list.
Really?
So if anybody's on the fence, prices are still really good and interest rates really shouldn't scare anybody. They're still at, traditionally normal interest rates. We just got spoiled there for a few years when they were so low. But there are, still plenty of buyers. So we're still seeing houses selling very quickly. So if anybody's thinking about selling, it's still a good time.
Oh, fantastic. And the neat part about Southeastern, I think, is you really have some different unique niches.
Yes.
What may make Southeastern Residential maybe unique versus other competitors?
Well, we like to call ourselves a boutique kind of real estate brokerage firm, and we like to say that because we're small. I always say we're small but mighty. We only have about 45 agents, but last year we were still number 4 in the market. So I think that we are very unique because we do develop and market new home subdivisions, which not all real estate brokerage firms do that these days. But then we also are a full brokerage firm. We can help any buyer, any seller with any real estate needs. But then we also have some little niche things that we're proud of, especially in my field, in the relocation world. Do you want me to?
Sure. Oh, that's fantastic. And we're continuing with Carey Pifer of Southeastern Residential and online southeasternresidential.com. And you're modest about the development because you developed the Aiken Mall, Premier Evans, which I think is...
it's going to be the new apartments and mixed use that you're seeing being built behind the Performing Arts Center downtown Evans.
I am very curious about that, and that's really exciting. And you started to mention relocation services, and that got my attention because we're in the B2B space, and I guess you are as well.
Yes. So I'm the relocation director, and relocation can mean different things to different people, but definitely relocation is important in real estate since we need people to be relocating to have a successful business. But one of the niche items that you kind of mentioned and why we think we're different and we're kind of special, so we deal in traditional relocation, which would be helping those larger companies relocate their employees in and out of the area. But we also work with our smaller businesses in town. So we understand that there's a lot of mid-level companies in town that may be not large enough yet to be using those large relocation companies, but they are starting to kind of outgrow their in-house HR departments. So I always like to partner with those businesses and let them know that if they sell their company and sell their job to their candidate, we can partner with them and help sell the area. Because we understand that hiring an employee is not just about that job. It is about the family of that candidate. And so many times, maybe the candidate loves the company or loves the job, but they have a spouse and children that live out of state, and you need to convince them that it's going to be a good move. And so we like to, we can really help give that one-on-one attention to them, and we can always come in and help give that family a tour or help answer their questions about, can Johnny play soccer or can Jane do ballet? We can come in and kind of help them understand our local community.
Sure. What do they always say? Happy wife, happy life.
Yes.
So not that it's always the husband that's relocating. Sometimes it's the other way around. And how long have you been in the market in real estate yourself?
So I've lived here almost 18 years, and I've been in real estate about 10 years.
How do you think our quality of life has improved as you've lived here?
I lived in Asheville, North Carolina for several years before being transferred here with a company. And when I tell people I used to live in Asheville, they always say, "Oh my gosh, I'd love to live there." But I always say, "No, I mean, that's a great place to visit, and I still visit there, and I love it there. But I'm so glad that I've lived here and I have raised children here, because I feel like we are so family oriented, and there's things for everybody. And I feel like, to your point, we've really continued to grow over the 17, 18 years I've lived here. The things that are available to us just keep growing. It's always exciting when you hear about new parks opening or, new events coming.
Excellent. And again, we're continuing with Carey, and it's southeasternresidential.com to learn all about the different services, including Heroes of Our Community. Tell us about that.
So we are very connected with our military community. We're part of the ASUA, the Association of the U.S. Army here in town. We like to do a lot of things with that organization. But we also understand that there's other heroes in the area. There's other people who sacrifice every day. So we have what's called a Circle of Courage program, and that's our program where we give back to teachers, healthcare workers, military, military, first responders, and healthcare workers.
Wow.
So that's our program to thank them for the sacrifice that they make every day.
Is it involving some extra level of service or a discount, or how does it work?
So it's a rebate that they get at closing. So it's based on the purchase price of the house that they buy, and it's a rebate that they can use towards closing cost, or they can use it to reduce the purchase price. Or, for instance, if they were buying a new construction home, they could apply it towards a fence or blinds or something like that. So in other words, it's just a little bit of an incentive or a little bit of help that we give them that they can apply towards their transaction.
Fantastic. And of course, hopefully you'll be watching this before May 17th, but you may catch it another time. But we're excited to have you at our expo at SRP Park.
Yes.
So that's wonderful. And in addition to that, with the podcast, we also have an expo preview article coming. And I know you talked with one of our writers. And did you give a little flavor of the whole company?
Yes. So we kind of explained who we are on a bigger level. People may know us, may know the Southeastern name, but that they may know us through our commercial arm. We are the sister company of Southeastern Commercial. We are Southeastern Residential. But we did kind of explain that and how our sister company's been in business about 30 years, and we're very established in the area. But we, the residential side, have only been around for a few years, but we still have all that experience behind us. But yes, we kind of explained everything we do and how we can help people in the community. And
as Carey mentioned, 45 strong and mighty folks helping you buy or sell your home. And again, online at southeasternresidential.com. Carey Pifer, thank you so much.
Thanks for having us. Nice to see you.
It was fun. You too.